Lesnar defeated John Cena in the first match of Wrestlepalooza. He didn't just defeat John Cena, he absolutely squashed John Cena. Cena got small amounts of momentum and small amounts of moves in, but this was Brock Lesnar's match. We had kids crying in the audience as they watched their hero, the greatest of all time, get dominated by Brock Lesnar. Can't lie, I loved Brock going back in the ring, hitting an F5 on the referee before even more assault to John Cena took place. Was this match good? No. Honestly, I think it absolutely sucked. I think it's a crap way to start off the ESPN era. It did feel like, as a fan, you needed a little bit of a reset because you needed something to kind of say, okay, that happened, but now here's the rest of the show, because it did kind of suck the life out of the show. And because you might have missed it, of course I've got to talk about the sign that was on screen during most of the match. He shouldn't be here, and we all know why. That is, I think, always going to be the response now to Brock in WWE. But there was some storyline progression here. Now, obviously, John Cena got a special entrance alongside half the world's population of children, but it would be Paul Heyman coming out to announce Brock Lesnar. Now, he didn't seem to stick around. He didn't, interfere in the match or anything like that. But obviously, after last night, this indicates once again that we could be getting Brock and Heyman reunited. Does that mean Brock Lesnar in the Vision? Maybe. But according to his schedule, the next time we're actually meant to see John Cena is at Crown Jewel in Perth, Australia. So we've got no build for Crown Jewel unless someone else calls out Cena. There's not going to be a match for Cena, I assume, at Crown Jewel. So maybe Cena returns there, attacks Brock, and then maybe we get a War Games with the Vision and Brock versus Cena and whoever. But yeah, I've been doing this a long time. I know you guys have got a lot to talk about with this one. So let me know your thoughts on Brock squashing Cena in the comment section down below. A surprise appearance tonight by the American Badass, The Undertaker. But this was a very different appearance for The Undertaker tonight, as he jumped the barricade and joined Stephanie McMahon. Won't lie, like many of you, I was like, what the hell is going on here? But on live television, The Undertaker would actually come out to announce that Stephanie McMahon is the first inductee into the 2026 Hall of Fame. I love this. Obviously, we've seen videos before of WWE surprising people with the induction, but to do it on live TV, genius, and definitely well deserved. Honestly, I'm hyped for the Hall of Fame, and it's only September. Cody Rhodes would retain the WWE Championship in tonight's main event. Honestly, I think that's the wrong call. I think they should have put the belt on Drew. I think tonight was the time to crown Drew McIntyre the new face of the ESPN era. Pat McAfee made his return tonight at the start of Wrestlepalooza, and the bromance is back together as Michael Cole is reunited with Pat McAfee. Things you love to see. I don't exactly know what Triple H was doing backstage, but did anyone actually think about this? Triple H must have legit run to do that. He was in the ring to welcome everyone to Wrestlepalooza, and he was there. We were going backstage to the car pull up, and all of a sudden he's behind Pat McAfee. He must have run just to get on camera again. The Visions, Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed were successful tonight. They defeated the Usos in the second match. It did feel, like this tag match lacked a bit of energy, or was that just me? I do wonder if it's the crowd reaction to what they witnessed between Brock and Cena. As we found out earlier today, LA Knight was made the special guest referee for this match, and I think that was a really good call. I think it was a great idea to put LA Knight in the middle of this, and of course progress that story a little bit between Jey and LA Knight. While he did call the match all the way down the middle, and he was very fair, he didn't want to raise Bronson Reed's arm at the end of the match, and who can blame him? It was very evident at the end of the match that Jey Uso got really badly busted open. Now, we're not exactly sure how that happened. He doesn't seem to be bleeding before he hits Bron Breakker with the chair, but he definitely looks rattled afterwards, and there does seem to be the blood immediately after the chair shot. So the leading theory is during the camera change, you actually missed the chair ricocheting back and hitting Jey Uso in his own head. If true, an incredible botch. A new intro tonight for the WWE's Then Now Forever thing that they do before the start of every show. Not sure if this is permanent or just for Wrestlepalooza, but it wasn't bad. I think I prefer the one they just had though. And yes, for those wondering, they did still include Bray Wyatt in the intro, and I loved that. And new Women's World Champion Stephanie Vaquer won the championship tonight, defeating Io Sky. We thought that the ladies were going to deliver, and they definitely did. An absolute banger of a match right in the middle of the show. I love the show of respect at the end of the match between Stephanie and Io. My only thought, though, was what does Asuka make of this? Obviously, Io failed by herself and then sort of celebrated with Stephanie. I don't think Asuka's going to like that. I love the match. I love the moment, though, of Stephanie winning the championship. You can see how much it meant to her and her father as she left the ring to go and celebrate with him. So cool to see. During the match, we did see the Devil's Kiss move by Stephanie Vaquer, and somewhere Booker T is very proud, as Wade Barrett would say, "I want to smooch with a devil." What? Watching on Netflix, we don't get commercials, we get this screen instead, but during a PLE, having commercials. Now, at least it's actually in between the matches and not during the matches, but my gosh, WWE, man. Are we really now doing commercials during PLEs? Why? With Tiffany Stratton in the crowd tonight, Michael Cole would confirm at Crown Jewel, we are going to do the Crown Jewel Championship matches. So champion versus champion at Crown Jewel. I really thought they were going to put the belt on Rhea Ripley, obviously being in Australia. That could be the way to get her back to the championship scene, but evidently not. CM Punk and AJ Lee were successful tonight in the mixed tag match. AJ Lee's first match in WWE in over 10 years. I think I'd actually struggle to find another mixed tag match that I enjoyed more than this one. I think I enjoyed everything about it. From the first half storytelling of AJ Lee needing that hot tag, all the different variations of the submission moves, the Black Widow being applied to Becky and Seth, and of course the Sharpshooter being applied to CM Punk, and then to Becky Lynch, to the final moments, that big commentary table angle, where Becky would throw AJ into Punk and Seth for the table to collapse, to then AJ Lee reversing the manhandle slam with another Black Widow. This time, Becky Lynch tapped out. That does mean, by the way, that AJ Lee has a victory over Becky Lynch. So technically, is she now the number one contender for the Women's Intercontinental Championship? Gotta mention this, the awesome entrance for Seth and Becky tonight, descending from the heavens on that lift. Can't lie though, I think I'm very sick because I was watching this thinking, wouldn't it be funny if it got stuck and it wouldn't come down? What would they actually do, do you think? What do you think WWE would do if the lift, refused to come back down? I have seen the criticism around this match of people saying, oh, it was very sloppy, oh, it was very overbooked, oh, it was very long. I actually don't care. I think it was great. After 10 years, let's be fair, I don't think we expected AJ Lee to be completely crisp in the ring. And do you know what? I think the things that did go wrong just added to her character. As for it being overbooked, I don't agree. These guys hate each other. This should be a war, and that's exactly what it was. So I liked it. Maybe it went a bit long, but do you know what? I couldn't care less. I enjoyed it. Maybe I'm in the minority in that. Let me know in the comments down below. So what did I think of Wrestlepalooza, the first PLE on ESPN? I've got to say it was a disappointment. From the first match, really just under-delivering and sucking the air out of the building, to Triple H all week telling us to expect spectacle, expect surprises. And really, we didn't get too many of them, did we? Yes, The Undertaker announcing Stephanie for the Hall of Fame was a surprise, but it's a cool moment, not anything that means anything for a storyline. And really, nothing moved tonight. there was nothing that really sort of made you go, yes, WWE is here. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like that's exactly what they would have wanted from this monumental Wrestlepalooza show, which they've built up to be huge. So for me, I'm going to be quite harsh. Wrestlepalooza gets a 4 out of 10. And that's being generous solely because of the Punk and AJ match and the Stephanie Vaquer title win. Let me know your thoughts, as always, in the comments down below. Like the video, share the video, and I'll see you next time. Peace!